Good morning, it's Taryn, and today's video is brought to you from my lovely rooftop here in Barcelona. I had a great gym session this morning and it spurred me on to want to make this video. I haven't actually prepared anything, but I wanted to talk about the ideal client and why it's important. A lot of the startups I work with have an idea of who their client is, but they haven't drilled into the detail as to why they are their ideal client. That process is incredibly important because it gives you an incredible deep understanding of your value proposition, because it allows you to build a value proposition that communicates with them. It also allows you to understand how you can price, because you understand the scale of the problem you're solving or the value you're delivering in relation to the price you're charging. And it also actually helps you in negotiation because you're so much clearer of your own worth. It allows you to stand up and say, the product or the service I'm offering stands up to the price I'm asking. So it allows you to negotiate with confidence. Now there's three simple steps. This isn't going to be a long video, by the way. There's three simple steps when looking at ideal client. And it starts off with, it's like a pyramid, you know, you pass through these three gates like this. And if you can tick three boxes, then you know that you're on the right path with the client you've selected. Choose 3 or 4 different potential clients in your industry vertical client type, because if you think you sell to everybody, then your messaging is always going to be broad. But if you niche down into a single client, a single industry type, a single company type, then you can make your messaging and the value proposition that you create far more specific. So number one, need. In fact, need is the biggest cause, or lack of need is the biggest cause of startup failure to date. If you do not have a product that somebody needs or wants to buy, then no one's going to buy it. So understanding that is incredibly important, and that should be understood at a very early stage when you're formulating or you're working on building your business. Go out and talk to as many people as you can, but talk to people who are relevant. Talk to your potential clients. Go and ask them what they think of the product, and don't forget to ask, would they buy it? If you're not at that sales stage, it's incredibly important that you learn if there is a market for what you're doing before you commit resources like time, effort, and money. So once you've got need ticked in the box, then you need to look at accessibility. And accessibility is really the amount of energy you have to expend in order to get in front of that client, in order to deliver that value proposition. Whether that's face-to-face or whether that's through digital social media means, whatever it is, how much effort versus the reward that you're seeking to get. Because if you have the greatest service or product, but it takes you all of your effort and all your resources just to get in front of one of them, then it's not going to translate into a viable long-term operation. So try and find a client that you can access without too much difficulty. I say difficulty, everything is going to cause some challenge at the beginning as you find your feet, but you know, trying to sell to the CEO of Google as a startup is going to be a lot harder than finding a niche and a market that you can access. And lastly, it's affordability. Affordability is important because if they can't afford it, you're not going to sell it. And it kind of loops back round to the need part in some respects, because if you're replacing an existing situation, service, product in the market, and you improve the service over and above what's currently available and therefore wish to charge a premium, you've got to balance out with the fact, does the market actually need it? Is there a desire for it? Or even just the plain old fact of, can they afford it? So if you can't tick all three boxes, it's not a strong alignment for you to go out and make a success. It's not impossible, but you're going to increase your chances of success with what you're endeavoring to accomplish if you have need, accessibility, and affordability and alignment. So there you are, guys. That's just a quick little video. Would you add anything more to that? Put your comments in the box below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.